Hey everybody, this is Brett with Vinedresser Lawn and Landscape. Today we're going to be talking about fall cleanups and holiday light displays, and these are seasonal tips for lawn and landscape care. So this is 6 things that you can do to prepare your lawn and landscape for the holidays. We're going to be talking about landscape bed cleanups. We're going to be talking about gutter cleanup. We're going to be talking about fall pre and post emergent and potassium application. We're going to be talking about large patch prevention. And then we're going to be talking about Halloween lights and Christmas lights. So let's get into it. First thing you want to talk about is landscape bed cleanups. And so you want to start with trimming all the bushes, and you want to make sure those are nice and tight. And then next you want to come back, rake all that debris up, and then you want to start to weed your beds. It's a good idea just to pull all the big weeds and then spot spray the small weeds. Give it about an hour to let that spot spray dry. While you're letting the spray dry, you can come back and edge all your beds. You can either use a shovel, a weed eater, and edge it several times. Or if you got one, a bed redefiner, and it'll come through and cut the edge in all your beds, makes a nice and deep edge. After that, you want to install either mulch or pine straw, whatever you already got down. If you're going to install pine straw, you want to make sure that you come back and tuck and roll it with a leaf blower, and then put the final touches on it by tucking it deep into the edge with a shovel. After you've cleaned up all your beds, depending on when you're doing this, pine straw is already dropping, leaves are starting to drop, so you might need to blow all the leaves in the pine straw into the center of the lawn and bag all that up with the mower. And now you're going to have a nice clean lawn. You're going to have nice clean landscape for the holidays. You definitely want to get this done before Thanksgiving, before friends and family start to come over and hang around the house. Another thing you want to be thinking about doing in this fall season is gutter cleaning. And so you want to clean your gutters now of all leaves, debris, pine straw, and then after everything is dropped, you want to clean them again, maybe January, February time frame. This is just going to clean your gutters of debris so that the water runs freely through, so it's not overflowing from the gutter, and so that it doesn't cause any potential damage to your house. While you're cleaning your gutters, it's a good idea to go ahead and clean off the roof. You want to check, make sure there's no leaves, debris, pine straw stuck in an area on the roof that might hold water and cause damage over the fall and winter season. And so blow it off your roof while you're cleaning your gutters. This is a good time to do that. Also, we want to talk about lawn care. And so September, October time frame is when all your winter weeds are germinating. The weeds that you're going to see that are growing rapidly in spring, they're germinating now. And so you want to put down a split app of pre and post emergent in September and October time frame, and then you want to follow up 6 weeks later with another split app of pre and post emergent in November and December time frame. This is going to get a good head start on spring weeds. Winter weeds and spring weeds. The pre-emergent is going to stop the seeds from going through the germination process. And then the post-emergent is going to clean up any summer weeds that are left over, and then any winter or spring weeds that are starting to germinate now. 85% of all Poa Anna germinates in September and October, but you really won't see it growing strong until January, February, March, early in next year. But all that is germinating now. And so after you got your pre or post emergent down, NC State suggests to put down 1 pound of potassium per 1,000 square feet on your warm season turf. They say to do that 6 weeks before the first frost. I suggest that it be SOP versus MOP because MOP can be damaging to centipede lawns, but the SOP is not. And so as far as lawn care goes, pre or post emergent and potassium fertilizer to get your lawn started for winter. And then also talking about lawn care, you want to make sure you're putting out a large patch preventative fungicide. And so you want to get that down in September. In the second app, you want to get it down 28, 30 days later in October. That should give you season-long coverage for large patch. Probably the most damaging disease as far as warm season turf goes, large patch. You might not see it now, but it is growing now. And then spring, when your lawn's coming out of dormancy, if you see big areas that just look like they're struggling to come out of dormancy, this is specifically centipedes, St. Augustine, and zoysia. Bermuda's not heavily affected by large patch. But in the spring, you'll see big circular areas where the lawn is struggling to come out of dormancy. That's most likely large patch. It comes in the fall. That's when you want to tackle it. If it's already growing and you're hitting it with a fungicide now, you're going to stop it. If it isn't growing and you're putting down a fungicide, you're going to prevent it. You want to do that now to prepare your lawn coming out of dormancy in the spring when you really are going to see it. You want to use an azoxystrobin propiconazole mix. You can buy those two separately and mix them yourself, or you can buy it pre-mixed as headway. It's going to be a little more expensive if it's headway, but it's going to be a lot easier. You're going to have to mix two products and just one product, put it in your backpack, spray your turf with it. That's a large patch application. Next, let's talk about Halloween lights. Halloween is becoming a huge holiday. Everybody's wanting to decorate for Halloween. My family and I, we decorate. My kids love it. Sarah loves it. You want to be thinking about Halloween lights. Color options: orange, purple, and green. Those are the big ones. You can start with outlining your roof line with xenon bulbs. You can wrap columns and railings of decks and porches with the mini light. You can wrap trees and bushes. As far as trees go, you can trunk wrap and branch wrap your trees. You can just wrap the canopy with mini lights, or even xenon bulbs, depending on the size of the tree. Or you could just whimsically wrap ornamental trees like crepe myrtles, ornamental cherry trees, dogwood trees, things of that nature. All those you can, as far as trees go, wrapping them. And then also you can outline your landscape beds, your walkways, or your driveway with stake lighting. And so it comes with a 12-inch, 18-inch stake. Stick the stake in the ground. The xenon bulb sits right on top of the stake, and it's just a great way to light up more of your lawn and landscape. Looks great at night. And then other yard decorations. You can go to Lowe's and Home Depot and just pick out whatever you want. Blow up decorations, skeletons. They got these graves, these styrofoam graves that got stakes in the bottom of them, and you just poke them in the ground, and then you could put, half a skeleton coming out of that grave. Just so many options with Halloween lights and decorations. And then after Halloween's over, moving into Thanksgiving, a lot of our Christmas light clients, they want their lights up before Thanksgiving so that their friends and family can see the house lit up for Thanksgiving. And so you get out of Halloween, you come into November, time to put up the Christmas lights. And as far as Christmas lights decorations go, same as Halloween. You can wrap the roof line with xenon bulbs. You can wrap columns and railings of both decks and porches with the mini lights. You can wrap bushes and trees. The trees, you can do a trunk wrap and branch wrap. You can do canopy wrap. That's where you just wrap around the canopy, or you can whimsically wrap any ornamental trees. And then also you can outline your landscape beds, your walkways, your driveways with the stake lighting. You just get the stakes, stick them in the ground, 12 inches apart. The xenon bulb sits right on top of the stake. And then other decorations, you can wreaths, garland. If you want classy look, you can also go to Lowe's and Home Depot and get any kind of Santa Claus, reindeer. There's just all kind of yard decorations you can also get with Christmas lights. So I hope this video helps you out and it gives you a good idea of what kind of fall cleanup you need to be doing and what holiday displays you can do this season. If we can help you out in any way, let us know. Thanks and have a good day.